All right, y'all, what it is. Welcome back to another episode of the Maroon Way. My name's Atten. Quick video, man. So, y'all remember, we was talking about the bill that Cory Booker dropped, back in November, the Justice for Black Farmers Act. And quick overview. Now, if you want to watch that video, you can go. You can go right there. You can go right. You can go right there, and watch that video. But basically, we was talking about this new bill that Cory Booker wrote in conjunction with Elizabeth the Snake Warren and Krista Gillibrand or whatnot, called the Justice for Black Farmers Act. And basically, what he was trying to do in that act was he was trying to get basically the USDA to set aside $8 billion a year for 9 years to give 20,000 black folk every year up to 160 acres of land, free and clear. Okay, so it would have been a lot easier for the Democrats to implement that bill if they win in Georgia and get those 2 Senate seats, and therefore the Senate will be a tie. But Kamala Harris as VP and as also as the President pro tem of the Senate could act as a tiebreaker for any bills that come up as a split. Well, y'all, it seems that Joe Biden don't really give a fuck about none of that or whatnot. So earlier, it was leaked that Joe Biden had a meeting with so-called quote unquote civil rights leaders or whatnot. There were some folks there from NAACP, and he had his little the Negro. So he had a couple of Negro whisperers there. He had Al Sharpton there, and had a couple other people. And evidently some of the people that was there in the meeting, they ain't like what the fuck he had to say. So they leaked that shit to the press. And now that shit been going around and whatnot. Now, one of the things that came out of that was brother from the NAACP. I like what he had to say. And if you pay attention to these articles, we got 3 articles here. Well, we can't count the Intercept because Intercept they on point with their shit. But if you just look at these 2 little random articles by NBC and USA Today, first and foremost, you see what the title is. This is what they're emphasizing on the title. But the politically relevant thing is way down. Well, actually, it's not even in this article. It's not even in USA Today. So USA, okay. Go to NBC. NBC does cover it. And here's where it gets good. Biden was pressed about nomination for his cabinet. Derek Johnson, president and CEO of the NAACP. Pay attention to that name now in the news in the next couple of days or whatnot, because he was very clear on what Biden should and shouldn't do. Warned specifically about choosing Tom Vilsack, or whatever the hell his name is. This is a quote. Former Secretary Vilsack could have a disastrous impact on voters in Georgia, raising his handling of controversy involving Mama Shirley Sherrod, who we talked about in the video about the bill. A former Ag Department official who was forced to resign over comments, video doctored comments about working with a white farmer in leaked video. The comments were later revealed to be out of context. This is happening back in 2010 when Vilsack was USDA secretary under Obama administration. And Johnson is telling them straight up, Shirley Sherrod is a civil rights hero, especially in Georgia. She down there in Georgia right now, about to drop some major new projects based off of the money she won not only from the USDA because of Pickford, but also the money from when she sued Breitbart and the White House, by the way. So, dude's telling them straight up, Shirley Sherrod is a civil rights legend, a hero. Mama Shirley Sherrod and her husband, Baba Reverend Charles Sherrod, they veterans of the Albany movement down there. Created new communities. Not only the first community land trust, but one of the largest community land trusts in history. I think they had up like 1,500 acres or whatnot. And this is what he did. So now he's pushing forward with his decisions, knowing what the ramifications is going to be with Georgia and that runoff race. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, as I broke down in the other video, and y'all can go, go right there, go right over there, and click on that video or whatnot. But again, the Democrats had an opportunity to show out in a runoff before. After Obama won, and they had a chance in Georgia to go to a runoff race and get Saxby Chambliss ass. Listen to that motherfucker name, Saxby Chambliss. You know that's a predator. You know what I'm saying? Democrats did not get out the vote to go put in a Democratic senator. So, and this is why I'm saying that, this motherfucker, he don't want to have that ultimate, he don't want his vice president to have that tie-breaking power in the U.S. Senate. You understand what I'm saying? If they have that tie-breaking power in the U.S. Senate, then who's going to be the enemy? Who are they going to blame the lack of progress on? They need Mitch McConnell there in order to not fix the fucked up shit in this country. So this is, to me, this is the reason why he put this useless motherfucker back in front of the USDA. And again, you got a motherfucker, and this is why this article is so good. This is a very long article, but it basically breaks down how the USDA been fucking up ever since. You understand what I'm saying? Even after the Pickford settlements, the shit goes on. And Vilsack was in fucking charge of the shit. You know what I'm saying? He said that, the USDA resolved a backlog of civil rights complaints from the Bush years. Lying. He said that, I ain't got to scroll all the way down. There it is right there. He said that, new civil rights complaints fell to record lows. That's a lie. They actually increased. He said that the USDA reduced funding disparities between black and white farmers. He said that the number of black farmers have increased. Then he said that the Pickford settlement closed a painful chapter in our collective history. No, the shit's still going on. You understand what I'm saying? So when you see moves like that, because again, Booker Bill came out he did a press release in January. Okay. Now, here you come a month later, you're going to put the same motherfucker that oversaw racist bullshit in the USDA, you're going to put him back in charge of the USDA? Come on now. Like, get serious. You know what I'm saying? But, that's like the tidbit, man, that y'all have to be able to pull out of all of this news talking about this leak or whatnot. This leak. of the meeting or whatnot. Because here's the bottom line. Defund the police ain't why all those Democrats lost, okay? Because all the progressive candidates that ran on a platform of defund the police, guess what? They won their races, okay? Cory Bush, Jamal Bowman, AOC, all of these progressives, okay? They won their races. The Democrats who lost their races didn't lose it because of defund the police. They lost it because they didn't back Medicare for all. That's that. So you see how, of course, how the corporate media is trying to spin the shit and trying to put this shit up front instead of what, again, I don't really fuck with the NAACP like that, but he called it like it is. You understand what I'm saying? The other component that y'all might hear about this leak going on, talking about unconstitutional, and all this shit, like somebody asked him to do some blatantly unconstitutional shit. Here's what I heard, and I'm gonna put the link to the leaked audio, the abridged version, because I ain't heard the full version yet, but I'm gonna put it in the link of the video. What one of the sisters asked him was said, like, look, day one, you need to create a database of police officers who have a record of brutalizing citizens. That's all he said. And then from that, he went into this long ass tangent. There's a constitution and I can't do anything that's against the Constitution. Malarkey this, malarkey that. Y'all know how that fuck nigga be talking. And then the other thing that's important is like when the brother from the NAACP, what's his name? Derek Johnson, president and CEO of the NAACP, when he brought this shit up about Vilsack, first and foremost, this motherfucker Biden told him he can learn more about Vilsack's record, and then he went into this long ass rant talking about not fucking applying pressure to him before the inauguration regarding police brutality. Look, man, I'll tell y'all like this. Trump and Pence, that was like the training stages, bro. That was like how you play the game. That's like the tutorial stages. These motherfuckers that's gonna be in power come January, that's the real boss fight right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard that Latin music in the background? Y'all heard them pianos in the background? That about to be some boss music. Them motherfuckers about to start chanting, cause this shit about to get ugly, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. But look, man, that's all I want to say, man. Quick video, man. Give a little bit of context to all this shit talking about this leaked audio. Hopefully, all the audio get dropped so we can hear exactly what this motherfucker's talking about. But as far as I'm concerned with, man, you know, to me, this is like, if you try to position this and say that this shit ain't no new shit or this ain't no shit that we need to be paying attention to, you might want to start shutting the fuck up because you're gonna be real irrelevant here real soon. Never been no shit like this in the history of this country, as far as I know of, where a motherfucker, his comments are leaked before the whole ass nigga even inaugurated. Oh man, we in for a show. We in for a show. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's all I want to say, man. Again, if y'all want to see the other, over there, yeah, I'm gonna put the link right there of the video we did on the Black Farmers Justice Bill, because I mean, you know, I think it's a good piece of legislation. You know what I'm saying? I'm still reading through the actual bill itself, but I mean, it has the potential to do a lot of good. It has the potential to get us to a point, once it's implemented, to where we can really have the necessary power to really start pressing for real structural reparations. And again, the African independence movement, hey, we want them 5 states and want a chunk of change. Based on my calculations, according to inflation, that's about 3 trillion. You know what I'm saying? 2.8 trillion. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to give them a bargain on it. Look, 2 trillion, 5 states. We got y'all here for good. But anyway, yeah, man. So that's it, man. Just wanted to run through that right quick, give y'all some context about all this bullshit or whatnot. The Intercept article is very good on the subject, but I'm gonna put the link to specifically the Intercept article and this little podcast, so you can hear this fool talking himself into a hole before he even inaugurated. But anyway, that's it, y'all. Free the land, free the land, free the land. By any means necessary. See y'all next time.